Hi, I'm Chef Faz Ahmed, and by really popular request, I'm going to show you how to make base gravy for about 350 people, 300 people. I'm going to show you industrial British Indian restaurant cooking. As you can see, we're going to be cooking it in all three burners, and you can see how powerful these are. Right, so we're ready to cook it now. So the pot is too heavy, one person can't pick it up. So I'm just going to ask Esther to help me put the pot onto the cooker. So Esther, as you can see, we got both hands on it. Right, so that's now getting ready. So we have two green peppers. Make sure the seeds are off. We have 450 grams of garlic ginger. If you don't know how to make garlic ginger, it is on my YouTube. And then we have 700 grams of salt. And then we have two carrots. And then we've got ha haldi, which is turmeric. We call it ha haldi. There's 75 grams here. We're going to put more spices in later. Then you have 2.5 litres of oil. Then we have 10 litres of water. I've got it on full gas. You can see all three burners. You see how high they go. Then I'm going to leave that for about half an hour and then stir it. This process for the onions to get soft is going to be about a couple of hours. The whole cooking time is about 3 hours. Here's the lid, just to give you an insight how big the lid is. So it's like covers completely my whole body. Bit like Captain America, Captain Curry. So yeah, this is how big it is. It's a huge lid. So as you can see, the lid not shutting properly, but after about half an hour, it will go down naturally. And that's it for stage one. So after about an hour, hour and a half, the onion should melt quite a lot. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see down here, but it's gone down a lot. So just give it a good old stir, and I turn it around so the heat's not going in one place of the pot. And then I'll need to leave it for another hour. I can now keep stirring every sort of 20-25 minutes, however much I think it needs. And then after 2 hours it should be done for the first stage. So a lot of you asked how we're going to blend it. A couple of you guys got it, but we're going to use an industrial blending stick. So this is quite long. It's sort of like half my body size, and it's quite heavy. So once it's melted, and you can tell it's done because once you go to the onions, it's completely soft and it just breaks up. The onions all are breaking up, as you can see. So we're ready to blend now. Get this in there. So I've blended a little bit, not all of it, just a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to add some plumbed tomato. So there's 800 each, 2 cans, 1600 grams of plum tomato, or a peeled tomato I think it's called. So 1600 grams of peeled tomato, 2 cans, and then you blend. So while blending, it's quite heavy. I give it a couple of movements like that to make sure all the onions are done. I've got some cardamom, cinnamon sticks, tejpata, which is the English name is bay leaf, a long star aniseed. I put it in water what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil this, then I'm going to get a colander and put the juice in, and then that will give the smell. So while the gravy is getting blended, this is now going to boil up. So we've got our garam masala. So I'm just extracting the water from it. So I don't want lumpy bits in my curry. You know, you get curry and you get some cinnamon stick in there, or you get whatever, you're not going to like it. So this is mainly for the smell. So I'll probably put about a couple of pints, I'd say. Right? But it doesn't matter how much you put, as long as you don't put too much, too less. Ready? So this is the next part. We've probably got about 3 litres of oil in here. So we've got garlic and ginger. I'm going to probably put around 350 grams of garlic and ginger. And then we wait it for it to get a little bit golden. Not too, you can't wait too long. You'll burn the garlic and ginger. It's got a little bit goldeny. So then we've got some tomato paste. And there is around 250 grams of tomato paste. And you've got to keep stirring it, otherwise it's going to catch on the bottom. I've got a saucepan. This is the gravy pot that's cooking. So I've taken a saucepan out of it. I think there's probably about a couple of pints in here. And I'm putting it here. I'm stirring it a little bit. It's the main flavour, is the spices. You've got to make sure you've got enough. This is your main flavour. So here we've got 2 grams of chilli powder. At home, don't put chilli powder in for the amount that you're going to cook. We've just put a little bit just for the colour. But I would say at home, don't put any chilli powder in. Then we've got our ha haldi, which is turmeric. Then we've got our delicious dunny, 64 grams of turmeric haldi. 64 grams of our delicious dunny, which is coriander, and 64 grams of jazzy jeera, which is cumin, and then curry powder is 200 grams, so it's mainly curry powder. When you put it all in, you put the gas on low, because otherwise it's going to burn the spices. Just put, and that's all gone in now. Now put the gas, it's quite hot, I'll just lower the gas now. I'm letting the spices cook before I release it into the gravy. So these are the spices that we've cooked separately, and now it's going to go in the big pot. So the spices have gone in now, and we're just going to mix it all in. So now we're going to wait for it to cook and bubble up, and let the spice cook in. That's it, now we've got to just wait for it to cook. So we've got a little bit of oil here, and then garlic. This is just fresh chopped up garlic, and that's frying. And then once that's fried and it's gone a bit, got to be careful not to let it overcook. Garlic fries very quickly and will get burnt very quickly. And then you put it in. So there you have it, 50 litres of base gravy ready to serve. 350 people. So yeah, it depends if it's takeaway or eating, but that's how you mass cook gravy.